Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Bruno from RVing TV. Today I thought I'd bring you a small instructional video on sanitizing your fresh water system. We bring you fantastic RVs, detailed walkthroughs, upgrade tutorials, parts reviews, and even some automotive content. This is RVing TV. Now there's two ways we're going to discuss, and I'm going to show you one of the ways. It is important to sanitize your fresh water system, not only in the spring, but if you've had your unit sitting for a month or two in the hot, humid weather, bacteria can build up in your tank. And for what the cost it is to sanitize, you don't want to take the chance at getting sick or getting your family sick. So sanitizing is really important. Now, there's two ways that you can actually sanitize your tanks. We're not going to cover the first way. I'm going to give you a brief description. It's been covered in a previous video. You can go to your dealer, Walmart, Canadian Tire, whoever you buy some of your supplies from, and you can buy a freshwater sanitizing kit. Thetford makes a great freshwater sanitizing kit that's two parts. You have a detergent that you put in, and then you have the sanitizer. Camco makes one. A few manufacturers make them, and they're all doing basically the same thing. They just vary in, do you leave it for 10 minutes or do you leave it for 2 hours? And if you don't want to take the chance of getting dirty, getting bleach on you, you're not a fan of bleach, I know some people have reactions like nosebleeds, etc. You want to use that first method. Go out, buy a sanitizing kit. They're super easy to use. They're quick. They're clean. And if you don't rinse out your tank really well and you get some in that fresh water when you first go camping, they're not going to do anything to you. The way we're going to cover today is actually the way you'll find most of your manuals for your trailers, your fifth wheels, your motor homes are going to describe, and that's the bleach method. Now, what's really important, you'll notice I'm in some old work clothes. I like to put old work clothes on when I work with bleach because inevitably there's going to be a splash. You're going to get it on your hands. You're going to touch your shirt or your pants and they're ruined with the bleach. So if you have a pair of work clothes, then you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so there's a couple of precautions I'm going to tell you about first. Firstly, read your manual well because it's going to describe how much bleach you should be using. Secondly, you're going to want to make sure that your hot water bypass is on. You don't want the bleach in your hot water tank. We'll bring you another video on sanitizing and descaling your hot water tank shortly. You want to make sure, so our steps are, you want to put some water into your tank. Don't fill it up. Put some water into your tank. Turn your pump on, go in, flush out the antifreeze with the water. Then what you're going to want to do is buy some bleach. You don't need a lot. Most manuals are going to call for about a quarter cup of bleach for every 15 gallons of holding capacity of your holding tank. So most RVs are going to need around a cup of bleach. Now there's a number of videos out there that talk about different levels of bleach. Go based on what your manual says. The reason being, and this comes from my dealer experience, if you put too much bleach, yes, it's going to sanitize a little bit better, a little bit quicker, but at the same time, it's actually drying out your plumbing fittings. And if you do that too much or if put way too much bleach in, you're going to get fittings that are going to crack, and then you're going to have some massive water leaks, and you want to avoid that at all costs. The other thing is you don't want the fumes, etc., building up a lot. So first thing you're going to do, read your manual, check it out. For our fifth wheel, we need a cup of bleach. You can buy regular bleach, disinfecting bleach, but do not buy scented or splashless. They're not recommended. Now you can use a measuring cup. What I have actually done is just taken a plastic cup because I don't like using bleach in measuring cups and then cooking with it, and we don't use a lot of bleach. So what I did was took a measuring cup, put a cup of water in, put the water into this plastic cup, measured off where my 1 cup mark is, and now I've got my measuring cup that'll go in the garbage once I'm done. Hence why I've only purchased a small little thing of bleach, because we're not big fans of bleach overall. What you're going to want to do is, after you've turned your pump on and you've flushed out the antifreeze, turn that pump off, get your bleach solution ready. You don't want to pour the bleach directly into your holding tank. What you want to do is, ideally, if you have a jug of distilled water, you can use an old juice jug if you've rinsed it out, put some water in it, and then you want to mix the bleach here, then pour it in. And in your fresh water tank, you want to make sure you have half a tank of water already in there so that it mixes. You do not want the bleach going directly into your tank, sitting there before you filled it up. So what we're going to do is simply take our bleach, nice new container, right? We're going to fill it up to our level. And again, you could be doing this on a work table, but we're right there. And then we're going to want to take that, pour it into our jug with our water so that it's already mixing. Once that's mixed, we're going to take it, pour it into our holding tank, and you could use a funnel, etc., to make it easy, but you're going to want to pour it in. Then we're going to take our water hose, fill our tank full, go inside, turn our water pump on, run each of the faucets for 1 to 2 minutes. You want to pull that solution all the way through to the faucets. Then, once you've done that step, and I'm talking faucets as well as your shower, because you're rinsing your face with your shower, so you want to make sure those lines are disinfected. Run each of the faucets, hot and cold sides, for 1 to 2 minutes. Once you're done that, then let your RV sit. Now, our manual from Dutchman states that we should let the unit sit for 4 hours. And there's a number of videos out there, you're probably already asking, they say 6 hours, 8 hours, overnight. Follow your manufacturer's instructions, because they know what they've done and what fittings they've used. Now, in the industry, it's pretty common. They're all using the same fittings. I like the 4-hour mark. Again, I don't want that bleach sitting in there for extended periods of time, touching all my fittings that are drying out fittings if I've mismixed it, or even just year after year. So I'm going to stick to the manual, 4 hours. We're going to let it sit for 4 hours. Then we're going to drain our tank, put fresh water in, run that solution for a few minutes through each of the faucets, empty our tank out again, and probably fill it a third time and run it through our lines. Now, you may need to do it more than that third time, depending on the smell of the bleach. You will smell it coming out of the faucet. If, when you're running your faucets, there's no more scent of bleach, if you can put your hand there, smell the water, and there's no scent of bleach, you're good. You've rinsed out your tank. If after the third fill you still smell bleach, empty it and keep filling and flushing your tank until that bleach smell is gone. And that's how simple the process really is. I hope this has been informative for you. It's a low-cost way to sanitize, very important to sanitize. I hope it's helped. If you like the video, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel and check out more of our informative videos to help you enjoy the RV lifestyle. Thanks for watching, and make sure you live life to the fullest. Take care.